trying to conceal you. Okay. Inside of everything, when I called you last night from Glasgow, all I do is eat and sleep and see, wishing every show was the last show. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the month of July because this month has been so good to me. It's been so much fun. I've had a lot of fun and good days this past month, and I've just kind of discovered a lot of things this month that I want to share with all of you. So let's just get started with all my different favorites. Okay, first I'm going to talk about my music favorites of July. And so this month I actually rediscovered a lot of different old favorites of mine from like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, of just kind of old jams from like middle school and elementary and stuff. And Carolynn and Miles were a very big part of my middle school sort of years, and I rediscovered their music, and they are honestly the summer jams for me, honestly. That is so cringy to say, but it's fine. So I think their music is very summer-esque. So a couple songs that I've definitely been loving this month are Feel Like Partying, Go to Work, Do My Step, Love Robbery, and Trampoline. So next, I've been loving Shawn Mendes since like June, since his self-titled album came out. But I was looking at my Apple Music, I think, and one of his old albums came up on shuffle, and this song was also in a dance video I saw on YouTube and on Instagram, and it's called Honest, and it's just a very nice listening. Next is Troye Sivan, and this is just me going through my old music and playlists, I think one night, and I was listening to Wild, and I totally forgot how much I love that song and how much it makes you feel. Like, it makes you want to go run on the beach during the sunset and just be happy kind of thing. Next is Chivalry is Dead by Trevor Wesley. Chivalry is Dead is this gentleman song that I think is so classic, and it's not even an old song, it's like from 2015, but just the lyrics and the music and the whistling, and it's kind of like this kind of like happy song that just makes you, I don't know, it makes me happy like when I listen to the song, and I have a very good dance idea for that song, so that's why I've been listening to it a lot this month. Okay, so going on to the newer music that came out this past couple months and weeks. So Childish Gambino blessed us with a little special 2-song EP, and my favorite off that was Summertime Magic, and that style of music and the way the music flows, it's really good. Also, Chance the Rapper blessed us with, I think, 4 new songs, which I love all of them, but my 2 favorites are Wallacam and Workout. Those are jams. Those are just the summer, anthems for me. What's next? Eastside by Benny Blanco, Halsey, and Khalid. It's one of those, rolling down the windows in the car and just blasting it to the full volume song. And then next, I've listened to pretty much before. I listened to Summer on You in June when that came out, and then I recently just started listening to when their EP came out. I've recently been loving 10,000 Hours. I said 10,000 Miles. 10,000 Hours is a really good song. And then finally, Gorillaz blessed us with an album called The Now Now, and my 3 favorites is Humility, Sorcerers, and Trans. I'm speechless with Gorillaz. They're honestly a couple of my favorites. And then I said finally earlier, but this is the very last one. Ariana Grande is going to bless us this month in August. She's going to bless August with her music, with her album coming up, but she blessed July with God Is a Woman. that's all I could say, because it's a blessing in itself. Next, we're going to talk about movies and TV shows I loved this month, and I've just been loving recently. So I recently started, I'm on season 1 of Psych, because someone suggested me to watch it, and it's so funny. It's about this guy. His dad was a past police officer, I think, and he was born, and this guy's born with photographic memory, so he can just automatically remember something like that. And then how much fun it goes, he has to be a psychic to be for the police department to solve crimes and stuff like that, because he can pick out different things that he can see and connect the dots to them, and then without people knowing that he saw it, and then he tries to be the psychic and convinces people to tell him information, and he solves crime with his friend, and I honestly know that Michelle lives in my so and it's really funny, and it's really good. Next, if you guys have never watched World of Dance is on season 2 on NBC right now, and I think this season's gonna be one of my favorites, because I didn't like season 1, and season 1 kind of was a downer for me, because a lot of the favorite people I had on the show got eliminated before the finals, and this season's been really fun because I have a lot of people that I'm rooting for this season, but I'm especially rooting for Sean and Casey and the lab. I'm rooting for those two, and there's another couple I'm rooting for. I'll insert a picture if I can't remember, but I love Roller Dance because I'm a dancer, and I love watching people dance. It's satisfying to me. It's one of those competition shows that I like watching. I only like watching dance competition shows because sometimes singing competition shows get kind of annoying after a while. So, next, on Netflix, I've been watching cooking shows for some reason, but cooking shows are just so nice to watch. They're satisfying. So if you ever want to watch something satisfying and just relaxing to watch, I suggest to watch Chef's Table. Chef's Table is like a behind the scenes of all these different high-end or like famous, on the internet famous kind of restaurants or in food places, and it's really interesting, really cool. I highly suggest it. It's really good. Next is Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush is a cooking competition show where I think like 4 teams of 2 go head to head, and they're given a certain amount of time to do 2 rounds of baking. It's a baking show. It's really cool, really funny to watch. I just love cooking shows. Now, onto the movies I love this month. I went to go see Incredibles 2 in theaters with my family, and it's so funny, and it's so worth the hype, and if you loved Incredibles as a kid, if you loved Disney, like if you grew up watching Incredibles as a kid, you're fully going to appreciate the second movie, and I loved it just because there's like, I'm pretty sure like 2 minutes straight of flashing lights, and my eyes were hurting, and I took off my glasses and I sat there and I was like, this is really hard to watch, kind of thing. Like I almost I was squinting my eyes watching that scene. And then onto the movies, like I just kind of rediscovered and watched. I rewatched Into the Woods because there is this video from the Broadway Princess Party that Lauren Oz, I don't know how to say her last name. She hosts this like party every year and she hosts this event every year, and it's really cool to watch. It's like my second favorite Broadway kind of related show to watch besides Miscast every year. I love watching those videos. But Lauren, Jeremy Jordan, and Casey Cott did this medley, or it's like a mashup of Staying in My Own Little Corner from Cinderella, and then the pianist started playing this jazzy tune, and they did a jazz version of Agony from Into the Woods, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. I'm going to insert a little clip here.
The torture they teach, what's as intriguing or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach.
But yeah, I rewatched Into the Woods the movie, and then I rewatched the Broadway production on YouTube. They have the full 2 hours on YouTube, and I watched the whole thing, and it's honestly really good. And the movie's good, but like a couple of the vocals were a little eh. And then finally, I watched When We First Met on Netflix. It's so funny. It's about this guy, he falls in love with his best friend, and she basically is friend zoned, and he totally regrets it because he thinks he waited too long to get with this girl, and he finds that photo that they when they first met, his time machine, and he goes back and tries to redo the day, and he just keeps screwing up his life even more and more. But I think by the end of the movie, he realized that she's met for someone else, he was meant for someone else, and it's just a good ending. I love having so much able to watch again on a tattoo, and it's so good. On to the next thing. So, on to the next thing is, I loved a bunch of different YouTube channels this month, because as you can see, I started my YouTube channel this past month. Yeah, last Sunday I started, and I've kind of been taking inspiration from Conan and Haley Pham. They do little lifestyle chit-chat vlog videos that I personally really love watching on YouTube, that I really enjoy, and their videos I can't get enough of. Like, I love them so much. And yeah, that's my little spiel about those two. Next is the Try Guys. If you guys didn't know, the Try Guys left BuzzFeed a while ago and they made their own channel. And I've been loving their videos. They did a whole, like, series of, like, Ned having his kid, and, like, they just did so many. And then my favorite video so far, I think, is them crash coursing and testing out a roller coaster at Knott's. It's the funniest video. I'm gonna link it down below because it's so funny. So next, to my favorite days of this month. Finally, it's the last thing I'm gonna talk about. So this past month, I've gone to the fair, I'm pretty sure at least 4 times already, and I've loved every trip I've gone on, because this year, I don't know why, but the fair just felt more fun. Like, it's been so much fun this year. I think because these last couple years, it's been so incredibly hot at the fair. Like, I don't know, I was complaining about the weather earlier about right now, but I just remember going to the fair was, like, miserable when I went last year. But, like, this year, it's been so much fun with, like, the people I go to with, and, like, the things I do, and, like, I think it's personally so much fun this year. So I went, we're gonna name all the dates. So I went on July 19th, July 22nd, and then I went on July 26th. Yeah. I've gone 3 times so far, and I'm going today. So, my phone ran out of storage, and so we're gonna finish. I was talking about how I'm actually going to the fair today, and that kind of spiel. So, next, I went to LACMA and the Peterson Museum in the beginning of the month with my dad and my siblings, and that was really cool, because I love art, I love museums, and I also love film and movies. The Peterson Museum is it's cars from different films and movies, and just cars in general. I was obsessed. It was really cool. Next, for my brother's birthday, we went to Great Wolf Lodge. So his birthday's July 4th, so we spent, like, the week at Great Wolf, which was really, really fun. And I did this one slide, and it went straight down for, like, 30 seconds, and you, like, spiral out, and it, like, launches you out of the slide, and it's really fun. I highly suggest it if you go to Great Wolf. Really fun. They had a Dunkin' Donuts in there, too. That was a cool thing. Next, from, like, June 9th to, like, June 18th, I volunteered at my school for this thing called Smart Camp, and it's this camp where kids go to learn about different arts, like, photography, digital art, dance, theater, all that jazz, everything. And it was really fun it was really fun seeing all my friends again, all my dance friends, and just learning some new dances, since I didn't get to actually dance this summer. But the kids were interesting. Kids are animals. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Finally, I had a lot of family days where I kind of got to see my cousins, I got to see my aunts and uncles, I just got to see my family for long periods of time this past 2 weeks, these last 2 weeks of summer, and it's been beyond amazing. My family makes me so happy, and I love seeing my cousins. I got to see my cousins from Vegas, and just my cousins that do live in California, and I don't always get to see them on daily. And yeah, I think that kind of wraps up my month. There's a plane, but yeah, I think I've learned this past month to cherish everyone in your life, and no matter what you go through, those people, if they love you that much, they will be in your life no matter what. And I definitely learned that from everyone in my life right now. And that concludes everything I've loved this past month. July has been so good to me. Hopefully my wishes for August is it'll be the same, and it'll be good to me as well. And it's the wind down of summer where kind of think about school and just kind of do your summer homework that you were supposed to do for the past 3 months, but just kind of last minute doing them all right now. So I will see you next time. Like and subscribe, and if you want, comment down below what you loved about July. And I will see you in the next one.